working? I don't know. Looks like it might be. All right. Here for right now. All right. Gonna unbox a guitar. I suppose I'm gonna need something to cut it open with. Let's find some stuff. There we go. Hold on. All right. So what have we got here? I am going to plug in the Neural DSP for a minute while people show up. And we'll see what's going on. Headphones on so I can hear. That sounds great, man. Feel free to say hello in the chat. I'm going to play with the Neural DSP a little bit while I wait for one person to show up in particular who wants to see this. But it should be fun. That sounds pretty good. Even split. That's the Danel Soul 4B on the Quad Cortex. Hey David, how's it going? It showed up a little late, and I had to end the other stream a little early because people showed up, and that's life sometimes. But I have not opened this guitar yet. I figured I have the house to myself now. My parents are in town, so they took the little one. I'm gonna be playing with Quad Cortex all night, and I think I might be playing with the guitar that's in the box through it. So. You guessed it was a Jag. It's not a Jag. Let me get the stand. But it would be nice if I could be doing stuff like this on a more regular basis. I'm loud. Just a loud person. So we got this from, where did we come from? My kanji is not the best. This came from Nagoya. I recognize that number. So Nagoya, Japan. Let's see. Really packed this pretty good today, guys. Hope you're all having a wonderful evening, wherever you are in this wild world of ours. But this is a rare one. I only saw one of these for sale on Reverb in this finish. That was last night I saw it. And it was, of course, at Mike and Mike's Guitar Bar. They wanted $18.60 with shipping. And it sold. I couldn't believe it. I did not pay $18.60. Alright, okay. Now just very typical here. Now, one thing I gotta say about when you buy Fender Japan guitars, that kind of sucks. If there's one deficiency when you buy from Japan, the gig bags are shit. There's no other way to say this. This is not a very good gig bag. This is not something you would want to find on a guitar as nice as the guitar that's inside. And I mean, it is what it is. You gotta cut costs somewhere. Other than that, these things are perfect out of the box. Let's see what we have here. $2019. Oh, the neck. Ooh. This is a 2019 Fender Hybrid Jazzmaster. American CTS pots. American Fender USA pickups in it. It's got a decent sized neck on it. I love the neck. It's got the satin finish that's typical of all the hybrid lines. But it's a little thicker as far as the neck goes. It's a U, but it feels more like a D. And this is really nice. Has one baby ding on it, but other than that, this is fresh, man. This is outstanding. I can already guarantee it's not in tune. Yes. All right, let's plug it into the quad cortex. Get her tuned up. Wait, before I do that, I wonder if it came with the tremolo arm. PRS. I wonder if this came with the tremolo arm. That would be a bummer. I think it did. But unlike most people, I think I have about 7 or 8 spare tremolo arms because I'm obsessed with Jags and Jazzmasters. Either way, it came with it. So is this a locking one or a non-locking one, I wonder? It's a lock. Beautiful. Man, they really get these things right. All right. So we'll tune it up. I really wish Fender America would do cool stuff like this more often. Yeah, it's a 9.5-inch radius. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to retune this about 6 times. Their 335 copy comes with a PRS headstock? I'd heard a lot about ERT guitars They were one of the ones that people were asking me to check out. But the only reason I haven't checked out one of those is because I feel like a lot of YouTubers have already done that. And I don't know. There's not really one that really stands out to me. If I didn't have a 335 style guitar, maybe, but I have the Harley Benton that's kind of like my budget, which is it's funny. My budget guitar is a 335 style guitar. But I've heard good things about the Strats, those Strats. I didn't realize that this guitar came with the Mustang bridge either. That's pretty cool, which makes sense. There's a lot of life in this guitar. There's a lot of life in it. Sounds really good. It feels a lot, tension-wise, it feels less tense than my Jazzmaster, the gold one. All right, tune it up one more time before we turn on some effects here. And then we'll go through some stuff with the Quad Cortex and see what you guys want to hear. Oh, I'm sure he did. I know tons of people did guitars. I felt like there was one point at YouTube, like a few weeks ago, maybe a month or two ago, where everyone was just like, I can't believe how good this guitar is for $200, and they were all Erts. I don't think I saw one bad review. Alright. Let's pick a preset here. Probably something clean. That sounds good. It's great. That's really dark. Now listen to the difference here between... I'm going to turn off all the other effects. Okay, so right now we should just have a clean signal. Listen to the difference between the neck pickup on the rhythm circuit and without the rhythm circuit. This is with the rhythm circuit engaged. And then just with the 1 meg pots. That's a big difference. Now, I know it has to do with the... Hold on, this cheapo gig bag is cramping my style. I know a lot of that has to do with the pots that they use in the rhythm circuit are different than the 1 megs that they use on here. But for just kind of my own sake here, I'm going to grab my Jazzmaster real quick, my 65, and I'm going to see if it's as drastic as that. The neck feels kind of similar. It's about the same size. I don't know why people get thrown off by the U. When they see that Fender Japan guitars come with the U, they get turned off. I don't see why. I should probably plug the thing in. All right. So same thing. We'll go neck. Yeah, that's a big difference. Okay, I realized that guitar wasn't in tune. I just wanted to test that real quick. We're going to go back to the new guitar. Okay, so what do we got? Compared to the American Vintage, feel-wise, the thickness is the same with the U. The thickness is the same. It's just that it feels a little flatter. And it is flatter. This is a modern radius. This is 9.5. And the vintage one, the 65, is 7.25. But especially once you get to around like this part of the neck, like right where it starts to cave, that's where you can feel it's a little bit flatter on this one compared to the vintage one. Oh, no, yeah, I love PRS guitars in general. I think that PRS design is the best. I think that guy is a genius. There's a reason I got 3 of those guitars. And then even when other companies do the same thing, it's really efficient because you look at, because Fender owns the EVH line now. So those new Wolfgangs, I was looking at one that came in the Miami Blue that's a really similar kind of straight down thing. The Sterling, the Mariposas, and all those ones still straight down, similar to the PRS. It helps a lot with tuning stability, you're right. And I get why Gibson's not going to change it, because it would kind of cover up their logo, and they've done it for this long, and they've sold enough guitars where why would you change it? But I don't know. But I agree with you, Denny. I would much rather have that. Just takes an extra second when you get a guitar in from another country for things to kind of settle. Let's turn some fun noises back on. Sounds good. Middle position. Let's get out of there. Okay, so let's turn off the Univibe for a second. I feel like that's not enough spring and reverb. I have that at 76%. Let's turn it to 100. That's too drastic. try and put that guy back on. Let me get to something with a little drive on this guy. That's the rhythm circuit. They do some nitro finishes. They don't do a lot of mass-produced nitro finishes. Fender Japan. They're few and far in between, but they're out there. This is gonna be so twangy. This is gonna be so twangy. This bridge. I can already tell. Already a little flat. I'm gonna have to tune this a ton. But the setup that this came with is actually really good. I'm really impressed. Oh, David, did you contact that lady about the PRS? The red one? Huge difference between the two. Huge difference. Ah, I understand. On Jazzmasters, you actually want this. You want a higher angle. You like this. You don't want this that low. Almost like this is borderline. You actually want a bigger break angle from where the bridge meets there and then goes down. That's a lot of the reason these offsets don't stay in tune. Now this one is not going to be a big deal because it has the Mustang bridge on it. But especially once you have one with a vintage style bridge, if you don't have enough break angle on it, then it's not going to stay in tune worth a damn. Especially once you start using the tremolo. Sounds really meaty. That sounds really full for a Jazzmaster. I like it. I like it a lot. Anyone want to take a guess at how much it weighs? I'm guessing it's over 8 pounds. 8.2. See how close we get. Right on the dot. 8.2. Or 8 pounds, yeah. 2 ounces. That's remarkable. Right on the dot. Beautiful. Love to see it. So it's good weight for a Jazzmaster. It's one complaint that I have, that I'm spoiled with the Mustang and I'm spoiled with the Gibson, the 339. Very light guitars. And that's just kind of my thing. I like light guitars nowadays. I'm old. But the McCarty's light too. The PRS, that one is, I think, 7.5, 7.5. So, but yeah, no, this is, for Jazzmaster, this is pretty light. Feels good. This is the neck on this, man. If you've never played a hybrid, any model, hybrid Japanese, this is stellar. I think that I like this even better than the ones on the American Professionals. The satin that they use. Maybe it's the shape of the neck on top of it, but feels super comfortable. Really digging this guitar. All right. So, that's basically what I wanted to do. I just wanted to unbox the guitar and show you guys. I'm going to eat some dinner. And then, hold on. I had Ibanez Artcore, remove the treble, replaced it with the trapeze piece. Yes. Very nice. I've never had one with the trapeze tailpiece. I've always wanted one, but I've never had one. I'd be very interested in trying one of those out myself one of these days. But I was looking at hollow bodies earlier, and part of the reason I got the Jaguar, which is this guitar's twin, that'll be here Monday. I was looking at a different semi-hollow, a full-size 335 made in Japan. They wanted $360 for shipping. World's gone crazy, man. Not too distant past, I was getting guitars shipped to me directly from Japan for $80 tops from EMS. And the only reason that I'm not buying basses from Japan now and reselling those, and I'm not buying anything oversized, and technically a 335 style is oversized to them, is $360 to ship it. So there's no chance in hell. That's not happening. Those are going to become really a lot more expensive here in this country. And maybe I'll get one because the prices will start reflecting it. But this global shipping price stuff is really, really getting out of control. I did want to see one more thing on this Jazzmaster. Not a thing on the back. Yeah, it's a 2019. Does this have the hiding locking tuners? It does. That's cool. Fender Japan uses locking tuners on their hybrids, and they still have the vintage look. Really, really cool. So, yeah, from the back, vintage. When you look at them, you can see, come on, you could focus. They have the locking mechanism inside. This is a fantastic guitar. This has no cracks, nothing like that. It's got a little bit of a ding around the bridge on the body itself, but I like it. So, what will we be playing? Troy. I've had bad experiences with that specific Jazzmaster, the Troy Von Leeuwen. I played two that were really good, and I've played two that were put together like crap. There's no other way to say it. And that's another. I don't mess with Mexican Fenders, man. They're inconsistent. They just, I don't know. I'd rather spend a little more every time and get something Japanese. But those are really nice. I like the Oxblood a lot. Those ones had the matching headstocks too. And those came with American Vintage 65 pickups, the ones that came stock in my American Vintage 65. So it's a good sounding guitar. But the quality control out of Fender Mexico is just still It is what it is. You can find one of those used for like $800. I'd say worth taking a look at. But the way the market is right now, yeah, good luck with that. So, in case any of you are looking to build a Jazzmaster, I mean, and save yourself some money, you can build a parts caster from parts from the Stratosphere. And even if you just did Vintera parts, you would pay far less than you would from just buying a Vintera. Don't ask me how this math adds up, but it does. I've double checked. And these are in short supply. So, okay, I'm going to feed myself some food, some energy, because I'm going to have a lot to do tonight. Would you guys want me to go through this Quad Cortex thing live tonight, or should I just be filming for tomorrow's video? I got really nothing planned, and this is not normal for me. If you have kids, you would know a night without a kid in your house is a kid in the candy store. Myself, I don't know what to do with myself. So let me know what you would like me to do, or if I should just be filming, or maybe taking this time to work on something else, maybe work on the rig. But I'm not so sure what I'm going to do. I just wanted to unbox that guitar for you guys real quick before I got something to eat. Let the strings settle, obviously, because, you know, getting used to the climate in here, and also the temperature changes. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. This will obviously be a restream. Nothing special, just a little bit of a guitar unboxing. I think I'll do this for every guitar I get in, even if it's just short like this, like 10, 15 minutes. I don't care. Just to show you guys as it comes out. And then in the future, if there's something you guys want to hear when everything's all set up, we'll just do it as we go along. I think it'll be fun to do interactive guitar demos and stuff like that. It's a lot more interesting that way, but I'm starving. So I'm going to eat. I'll probably be back on here about half hour or so. So if you're around, cool. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy.